Scientists around the world are sounding the alarm about experimental brain AI chips that promise to upgrade the human mind. These devices can read electrical signals in your brain, translate them into text, and even predict what you're about to think next. But several researchers warn that such technology may become the most powerful surveillance tool ever created. A hacked brain AI chip could allow someone to steal your memories, emotions, or private thoughts without you even noticing. Tech companies say the chips will help paralyzed patients communicate and even control devices with their mind. But critics warn that once this technology becomes mainstream, it might be impossible to turn back. Some experts believe brain AI chips could change what it means to be human, blurring the line between biology and software. Others fear a future where thoughts are no longer private, and the mind becomes a target for corporations and governments. One thing is clear: brain AI chips are coming faster than anyone expected, and scientists warn, once your brain is connected to the cloud, someone else might eventually get the password. You ever notice how?
All right, first of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Unto the foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. Our favorite subject, which we'll never get tired of it until we're in the kingdom. I mean, before we get to the kingdom. But as you can hear from what I didn't read the same read, but I didn't watch the whole thing. But these one parts alone, and when they tell you about the experts, what they think, and so forth, even that room of error should always be examined. In other words, they're selling what they're going to sell to the people. They have to get everybody in a supply and demand mindset. In other words, they have to sell safety, but yet they can't sell you safety knowing that you may be hacked. So everything about this man and everything that he's trying to do is going to equal to death. Because we should know by now, if you receive this thing willingly, you are going to be destroyed. All right? And if they force it in you, you was never part of the elect. But this man has gotten his plans in motion for a long period of time. And he himself, with all his flaws, the piece of shit that they are, is trying to sell it to the people. Okay? Matter of fact, let me see if I can get that real quick. I think I'll make this too long. Seductive. Slakia. It says, Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth him. So the ways of the wicked is going to seduce the people. This is why, I got to bring this up. Revelation 17, 6, I believe. Revelation 17 and 6. It says, I saw the woman drink with the blood of the saints, which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The women represent whom? America. All right. They're drinking off of our blood. How is America established? Through the bloodshed. All right. Of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And to this day, they rejoice over our downfall. And the martyrs of Yahweh Shai, which are going to be the elect. Martyrs means witness. All right. And in this day and time, when they implement their beast system, they're going to behead many of the saints of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, the elect of the nation of Israel. For what? For not taking that chip. Okay, it says, and when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. So when you, matter of fact, I should have read this in the NLT. Let me see what it says for admiration. Revelation 17 and 6, right? It says, and I could see that she was drunken with the blood of God's holy people, who were witnesses of Yahushua. And I stared at her in complete amazement. All right. So when John saw this, he saw the enticing um, power that this land would have, that had on him. And that's why the angel got on John's case right away. So they're making this thing enticing. Once again, I've been saying this for a while now. They had to build a system in order for you to feel lost without it. All right. And to be one with the technology that they telling you is no good for you. All right. So they're leading the majority of the people to the slaughter. So they're seducing people. All right. Take that, you know what? Real quick, Isaiah 32 and 5, it states, matter of fact, I'll read an NLT. It says, in that day, ungodly fools will not be heroes, scoundrels will not be respected. For the fools speak foolishness and make evil plans. They practice ungodliness and spread false teaching about the Lord. They deprive the hunger of food, give no water to the thirsty. They smooth tricks of scoundrels are evil. So this is a smooth trick. I mean, it's not that smooth, but when you entice the people, you constantly through gradualism uh, um, make things more convenient for the. I'm watching a commercial, and it's a Spectrum commercial business, and everybody was supposed to be in this hockey arena, and they all looking at their phones while they were supposed to be watching the game. So here it is. They sell you the idea of being part of technology. All right, the whole what's it called? What they call that shit? The community, the technocrats, not technocrats, but those that are becoming one with technology, transhumanism. They have a little society that they have. So they try to make it smooth, like, okay, you could be one with technology, but not telling you that they're going to be in full control. But here it is, they telling you prior to, there's a strong possibility that you can be hacked, take over. Here it is, they they built computers with viruses that you get viruses and you have to buy the antivirus. You walk around with your phone could get hacked. All these other shit, you have to buy a phone blocker so you won't get hacked. So how much more when this shit comes? So they're even planning to hustle you even in the time of prior to your destruction. This is the rulership of an evil man. All right. This is that scoundrel. So it says the smooth tricks of the scoundrel are evil. They plot crooked schemes. They lie to convict the poor, even when the cause of the poor is just. So they lie. They make they plot they plot crooked schemes. Here in New York, they're gonna get rid of the Metro card. They're gonna give everybody a card named the Omni, and you can pay with your phone or so they get their gradualism. And then even with that little vignette, they even show that people that lost limb can never get their limb. So the false miracles that they're gonna sell. This is all part of the devil um, seducing the people. But through the seduction, if a personnel takes these things, they will be destroyed. Revelations 14 and 9. I'm going to read it in the NLT. Let's see what it says. Then the third angel followed them, shouting, anyone who worships the beast and his statue, or his or who accepts his mark in their forehead or in their hand, which there was expression of the forehead. The forehead is the access to the mind. So it's a physical object that's going to be put into people. It's not a thought process. Okay, with that device, they can know what you're thinking before you think. That's full autonomy. That's full control. So you will not be of yourself. All right. And it says, must drink the wine of God's anger, and is being poured full straight, full strength unto God's cup of wrath, and they will be tormented with fire and burning sulfur in the presence of the holy angels and of the Lamb. The smoke of their torments will rise forever and ever, and they shall have no relief day or night, for they have worshipped the beast and his statue, which is not talking about a statue, it's talking about the New World Order. All right. It says, and have accepted his mark of his name. This means that the Most High holy people must endure persecution patiently, obey his commands, and maintain their faith in Yahweh Shai. So with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation Israel. Shalom. Ah, it's a short one.